AITA for telling my wife that I'll be taking the kids to visit their grandparents on Thanksgiving weekend. Bear with me as this is my first time using Reddit. I am 41, have 6 kids from 3 different relationships. With my wife Olivia, F38, I have 2 kids, M7 and F5. With my ex-wife Emma, F40, I have 3 children, F10, M8, F6, and from my ex-wife Sophie, F42, I have 1 child, M12. I have maintained very good co-parenting relationships with Emma and Sophie, and even though we're separated now, I consider them to be very close friends. All my children live with their mothers, and since we all live in the same city, they see each other regularly. The kids are close to each other and consider themselves normal siblings, which has also made things easier. Recently, I've been planning to take my children to visit my own parents, M75 and F71. They both recently retired, and I think they're starting to get bored with staying at home most days. So, I thought seeing the kids would cheer them up, and the kids are more than happy to see, and get spoiled by, their grandparents. My brother Brad, M37, is also going with his wife Samantha, F35, and their 2 kids, M6 and F4. So, the kids will get to see their cousins as well, which is nice. I planned a date with my brother and parents, and we decided that Thanksgiving weekend, which is next weekend in Canada, works best for all of us. While Emma and Sophie are alright with the idea of me taking the kids, Olivia is not. When I told her about the idea this morning, she told me that she wanted us to go out for dinner or something over the weekend since we hadn't gone out in a while. She only expressed this to me after I told her about the plan. When I mentioned that the kids wanted to see their relatives, as they all expressed interest in the idea, she said that I needed to prioritize spending expected time with her over entertaining my extended family. I asked her then if she wanted to accompany me and the kids to my parents' house, and then we could find some time to go out, but she refused this proposal. I was a little annoyed at this stage, so I said that I thought she was being difficult and not willing to compromise. We argued for a bit, and then she said she had to go to work. Before she did, I reiterated that I'd be taking the kids to my parents. What do you think? Context: forgot to mention earlier, but Olivia was aware of the planning process. During this time, she seemed fine with going with me and the kids to visit my parents. Once the plan was finalized, she indicated that she'd rather stay and that we go out for dinner instead. Update: I'm glad to report that the situation regarding the Thanksgiving weekend trip has now been resolved. I had a more constructive conversation with Olivia late last night so that we could work out a plan that works best. As some of you thought, it turns out Olivia was feeling exhausted between work and childcare and wanted the Thanksgiving weekend to be a nice, relaxing time at home where she and I would go out to dinner at some point. Since all the kids want to go on the trip, my parents, brother, and his family are expecting us. We've decided that I will be taking the kids to visit my parents while Olivia stays at home and gets some rest. Once we return from the trip, I'll be taking Olivia out to dinner on Wednesday night. I've already made reservations at a restaurant she likes. Olivia not coming and handling 6 kids on my own did seem pretty daunting. Unfortunately, Emma will not be able to join and help us out since she's visiting her sister over in Manitoba. Sophie, on the other hand, is available and graciously accepted the invitation when I extended it to her, so she'll be traveling with us and helping me with the children. I'm incredibly grateful for her help. She's amazing. For now, it looks like everything has turned out well, and we're all looking forward to what should be a fun weekend.